Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Yvonne Robinson Jackson, as you can see, and I am here today to teach you how to use AI to write your job search documents. But today, specifically, we are going to talk about the cover letter. Very important. It is not every time that you submit a job application that you'll need a cover letter. So I just want to clear that up. It is not every time that you apply for a job, you need to write a cover letter. If the client doesn't ask for a cover letter, you don't need to send a cover letter, especially if you're applying to an agency. If you're applying through an agency, you do not need to send a cover letter. If they didn't ask for it, don't send it. But there are times when the client asks for it and you need to send that cover letter. So I don't want to waste your time today. I just want to get into it today. I just want to get into it. So let's get into it. And I'm going to, I believe, get you to start looking at how this is done. All right. So how to use AI to write your cover letter. And we're going to specifically talk about ChatGPT and some other tools. Now, the tools that you use are important. For example, AI is not just ChatGPT. We know that, right? So there are various chat tools that you can use. You can also use Microsoft Bing or Google Bard. All right. You can also use Microsoft Bing or Google Bard. Now, if you're using ChatGPT and you only have ChatGPT 3.5, which is a free version, you're not getting the full functionalities of ChatGPT. So you have to know that, okay? So you want to perhaps use Microsoft Bing with chat, which you get in the Bing, the Microsoft Edge browser, or you use Google Bard. Now, if you're in Canada, you will not be able to use Google Bard. The functionalities are not there yet, but they're coming, okay? So right now, you might be satisfied in using Microsoft Bing. All right? So let us keep this rocking and rolling. Let us keep going. Whenever you are creating a chat or you're asking ChatGPT or Microsoft Bing or any of those AI tools to help you to write, say, your cover letter, you have to understand AI prompting. You have to understand the questions to ask. If you don't ask the right questions, you're going to get the wrong answers. Garbage in, garbage out. Asking the wrong questions give you the wrong answer. And the questions and instructions must be specific. So let's look at what we're going to do today. 3-step prompt we're going to use for the cover letter. So learn these prompts, and you might want to take a screenshot. You have to learn about the client's problem. Whenever you're applying for a job, you need to understand the client's problem. Whenever you are applying for a job, you need to understand the client's problem, because every client has a problem to solve. They're not hiring us because we're beautiful. They are hiring us because they have a problem to solve. Okay. Step 2, make a connection with the hiring manager and the recruiter. So we're going to use an attention grabbing hook. Why? Because when we start out the letter with something very interesting, it will encourage them to read more. And then we are going to have a hook that completes the cover letter. All right, so let us look at our step 1 hook. Learn about the client's problem. And this is the hook. You want to screenshot it? That would be great. Now, based on this job description, what is the biggest challenge a person doing this work would face daily? You're going to copy and paste the job description and place enter. Open up ChatGPT. I'm going to open up ChatGPT. Maybe you see my eyes going up and down. I'm using a couple screens here. So I'm going to open up ChatGPT for you. So if I open up ChatGPT, and I'm going to paste my prompt into ChatGPT, okay? I'm going to paste my prompt into ChatGPT. Now, that's ChatGPT. I just opened up ChatGPT and I paste my prompt. Now I'm scrolling into ChatGPT. I'm waiting on it to do its thing. It's kind of working. My computer is working. So my first prompt says, based on this job description, what is the biggest challenge a person doing this work will face daily? And then I'm going to put, let me make this bigger for you. Then I put my prompt in, my friends. I put my prompt in, and then what I do, I'm going to press enter. So there I press enter. And if I scroll up here, you're going to see that that's the job description. And ChatGPT comes back and says, based on the job description provided for the business development manager position, because that's what we're applying for, I have the company. One of the biggest challenge the individual in this role would face daily involves balancing multiple high-level responsibilities that require diverse skill sets. The challenge can be categorized in the following key areas. That is very important. And the reason why that is very important is that when you apply for a job, and I had some screen thing going on there. When you apply for a job, it is very important for you to know, very, very important for you to know this, what the job is all about. The next step is to make a connection with the hiring manager and the recruiter. Very important, right? So we have a prompt for that. And the prompt is, I am working as, and you state your experience, and I'm applying for a particular role, and you state the role. Write an attention-grabbing hook for a cover letter that highlights my experience and qualifications. Now, remember, the first time we just want to know what the job is all about. What are the important things about this job, right? That's what we wanted to know in step one, right? We wanted to know what are the very important, I'm scrolling back for you to see, right? The client's problem we wanted to know, right? So you want to learn about the client's problem, but in step two, we want that attention grabbing hook. So what we are going to do, we are going to ask ChatGPT to keep the hook within 100 words, not a long hook. A hook is just a few words. Here is a copy of my resume. So that's what we are going to do next. In order for ChatGPT to write that hook for you, it needs your resume. So that was step 2 prompt. It will need your resume. Just remember that. It needs your resume. So now it has a job description. We know the company's problems, and now we're just putting in the resume to say, write me an attention-grabbing hook, because we want to be able to start this. So what we're going to do, we are going to grab that step 2 prompt, and I'm going to grab it here, and I'm going to go back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to grab that, okay? But let me make it big for you to see. So when I get into ChatGPT, come on, ChatGPT. So when I get into ChatGPT, I'm going to paste, right, my prompt in there. So I have to copy and paste some things, right, so that you can see. So right at the top of that, if you can see what I'm doing on the other side, because I'm writing to ChatGPT right now. So my prompt says, I am working as a business development manager for X company. This one was Maple Leaf Solutions. And I'm applying for a business development manager for Remco in the logistics division. Here is my resume. And I told it that it was to create me, right, an attention-grabbing hook for a cover letter. And I said, here is my resume. I got that in there. I put my resume in, scrolling down with my resume in, right? And I'm going to press enter, right? So that is very important. So I put my resume in, and now you see ChatGPT does its magic. ChatGPT is doing its magic, okay? So ChatGPT has it there. Let me go back to read from ChatGPT. So it says, imagine blending the strategic vision of a successful business development leader with a proven track record in diversifying client portfolios and exceeding sales targets. That's what I bring to the table. Now, that is very interesting because ChatGPT writes like AI, okay? It is important for you to know that ChatGPT writes like AI, okay? It does write like AI. So what you have to do, and I'm going to show you again, you have to take this information and you have to change it up. So what I would do with this, I would just say, and I'm going to change it up. I'm going to grab this. When it says, imagine blending the strategic vision of a seasoned business development leader with a proven track record in diversifying client portfolios and exceeding sales targets, that is what I bring to the table. I would start by saying, I am a seasoned business development leader with a proven track record in diversifying client portfolios and exceeding sales targets. I blend those two experiences, and this is what I bring to the table. That is what I would say. So I'm just trying to tell you, you should not just write exactly what ChatGPT does. At the end of this, it said, I am excited about the opportunity to drive Remco's logistics division towards unprecedented growth and success. That is awesome. So I have to get my cover letter done. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit that. And I'm going to say, instead of saying imagine blending, yada, 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 I'm going to say I'm starting out with I'm making it personal, right? Watch this, guys. I'm going to share my screen with you. And this is going to be, look at that. I could actually let you see what I was doing while I was doing it, okay? I'm a seasoned business development leader with a proven track record diversifying client portfolios, proven track record in diversifying client portfolios and exceeding sales targets. That's what I bring to the table at Maple Leaf Solutions, and so on and so on. So I'm going to take this. So I'm going to use this because I'm going to need to use it for prompt 3. So step 3 is to complete the cover letter, paste the hook that was previously generated and edited, right? And that's why I was editing it, but I was doing it with you so that you can see my blips, okay? That is the hook that I have previously generated and edited. Right? So my prompt is going to be, please finish writing the cover letter based on my resume and job description and keep it within 2,000 words. You already have my resume and job description. The remaining paragraphs are now tailored to your experience. So when you do this, they're going to tailor the rest to your experience. So let me go back and look at my my prompt. My prompt that I'm going to put in the next time, right? So my prompt 3 is, please finish writing the cover letter based on my resume and job description and keep it within 2,000 words. You already have my resume, right? That, and I'm going to paste it into ChatGPT and I'm going to press enter. So at the end of it, I'm just going to go back and explain everything that I've done. If you look into ChatGPT now, you'll see that it is giving you the whole cover letter. Dear hiring manager, I'm writing to express my interest in the business development manager position of Remco Logistics Division as advertised. With a solid background in business development and sales management, particularly in the logistics division sector, I'm confident my ability to significantly contribute to your team and help you drive Remco's continued growth and success. And it ends, oh my God, this is beautiful. It ends by saying, in my previous role, I have developed and implemented strategic business plans. And then it ended by saying, I'm excited about the possibility of contributing to Remco's success. And then it continued, I look forward to the possibility of working together to further Remco's position as a leader in the logistics industry. This is amazing, guys. important. It gave me the best cover letter that I could ever write. Next video is going to be about how to use AI, particularly ChatGPT, to write your resume, right? That is going to be very exciting, because I'm going to, by that time, I would have, been at so much advanced in doing these multi-screen things. So I want you to be able to know how to use ChatGPT to write your resume. So today was to write the cover letter. The next time is going to be to write the resume. And if you want to know how to find jobs using LinkedIn, this is the best time to watch the next video that is up on the screen, how to find jobs using LinkedIn. So I would like you to subscribe to the channel, like and subscribe, because you don't want to miss the next video, which is how to use ChatGPT to write your resume. That is going to be very exciting.